don't play that dog shit champion. And then he talked in Mbessa and like.
The support
The
tag
question-
is literally hashtag team move.
So I don't think it's like, oh, this champion is unplayable. I think it's just that like it's
the
not
question,
strong and I'm
the
dog
question
shit.
I have is, what made you play Yone in the first place?
Oh, I just wanted to learn a melee mid laner because I've only ever played control mages mid lane. Like all my champions are control
Sure,
mages.
but why?
Wait, there's so many easier melee champs than Yone, by the way.
But why? Like the actual big question I have is why?
Oh, because
Like,
I
why
just
did-
like to learn more and more stuff about like the game
Okay.
and like how to
Okay.
play it, and that was like the thing.
then it's fine. I just but like, yeah, like if your goal is to just start climbing again, then going like B's answer, just play your highest mastery champ.
Yeah,
in
just
the
probably
your
lock
current
in
role.
like Ari, Hue every game and just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing that helps me is just having like my main champion that I'm not allowed to cycle, which is Nami. And like I'll learn other champions like on the side, but I always have like Nami in my pool, and I'll play her like once a day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter that I even like Nami that much. She's just like a decent champion. She's always going to be good. She's a good blind pick. Like that's it. Which for you, I don't know. Maybe it's Ori or whatever, right? Like just some generic fucking mid Andy champion.
Yeah, like Zed.
Shut up.
Exactly. Yeah, I always I like that general idea too, where I'm like, even if this champ eventually becomes your secondary, just like having that champ that you're always just going to be able to play is nice.
Yeah, and like I'm having success with Sona right now, so I'm kind of riding the wave. But like I also play Nami sometimes.
I don't get why
Riding the
everyone's
wave.
just
You
a
said you
one-shot.
weren't playing Nami.
Wait, what?
Riding the wave. You said you weren't playing Nami.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know, cause like the conversation I always have in Jungle Academy, cause like Jungle's a little different with pool because you can play a lot less champs than the other roles. Like Jungle's like the easiest one to one trick in usually. But like I always tell people, just like, I don't know, like it's a good idea to learn something so that like you're not screwed if your champ gets like bug fixed.
The other
like,
issue I'm
bugged out.
having while playing Yone mainly is just that he's picked banned so much. Like the top laners take him, this person takes him. That I just don't get him as much as I do my other champions. So that's like
I think that's the problem. Then I would like, it's fine to keep like I don't know if you should or shouldn't play. Also, hello, but I would just make sure you, whatever the backup champ, you just play that fucking champ whenever you can't play Yone.
Yeah, that's why I like having Nami as a main, because like she is picked, but like nobody bans her, and like she's never like so strong that people like don't want to verse or anything. She's just like the most generic enchanter ever.
Yeah,
So like I don't really have to worry about the Zed or Yone getting banned or Pike or anything.
I do think every time I've tried to like talk through somebody who's like playing a champ that's high ban rate, it is like it
The
is
thing
one of
is,
the more
like, if I
miserable
really wanted to-
experiences.
if I really wanted to just like if I really loved the champion, then I wouldn't mind it. But here it's like I wanted to pick it so I could learn something, and I'm not getting to do that. And like
I like the
I'm
advice
also
you
just-
gave me, Paul. Just pick the highest win rate mid laner on the patch.
True.
Every time Zed's banned.
That's what I'm doing. So,
Yeah, that's the other option where I was like, I'll like that's the other option. So either play whatever the fuck you like, pick a champ and just play it, or just pick whatever's winning.
I think I'm equal skill at a lot of the non-Zed champs, so if I just pick the one that's the best, I could do better.
Yeah.
got it,
Which
but-
like genuinely makes sense.
Anyway, my
Oh.
junglers today have been really silly. Whatever this Kha'Zix did. To first of all lose level 1 to Master E, that was 1 Q away from dead for like 4 auto attacks, is crazy.
my Scion top has built Dirk, Carl, and has died 7 times to Master Yi in 5 minutes.
Pog.
And then
Oggy
he also
Woggy.
he saw that Master E only took his blue, and then instead of taking Grump, he fought to the death. 1v3 basically.
I can hear Nathan just talking about junglers solo losing games in the
Yeah.
back of my mind.
I don't even need to ult, I guess. Master's
Do you
player,
know?
by the way.
Do you know Omar from Mid Lane Academy Fish?
No.
Okay,
I might have talked to him, but no memories.
it's all good. I think he's friends with Fang.
I see. By the way, I can't tell you how many times I said Master's player, by the way, during Pooh's Bash yesterday. It was quite a few.
I mentioned him because in the he started using the mpreg React in Jungle Academy a bunch, and then
Nice.
and then when somebody questioned him on it, he sent them a like AI photo of Lil Nas being pregnant.
Awesome.
And I'm just like, I saw it and I was like, I am not bringing this to staff chat. Somebody else can handle this. This is not me. Like, if it gets left alone, I'm happy for it to be left alone.
I'd
Were
love
you
to
here
get
last night?
recalled, but I can't afford my item.
How late?
Oh, were you here last night, Paul? Whenever I brought up the question about like reaching a cap where you kind of need to branch out into other champions. Were you here?
I don't think so.
Okay, Fish was.
Yeah.
I think it was just us and Sam. But yeah, so like, oh yeah, it was Chase as well. Curious your opinion. So like, let's say you have somebody who's like, I don't know, what's a really not blindable champion? Malphite top. Where like obviously if you're a Malphite top OTP, you could if you're just built different, you can get to challenger. You can get a challenger on like any champion, any role except Yuumi jungle or whatever, right? Like you can do it, but like practically speaking, do you think where do you think the kind of like soft line is where like, okay, I know you've been having success on your Malphite top, but you're like you hit Emerald, like you should add a champion to your pool for whenever like you have a really hard matchup.
I think it's somewhere between mid to high diamond where that's actually true. I think you'll start to see some of the like negatives of it, like in where you said, like Emerald Plus.
Mm.
But I don't think it'll actually be like an issue until like D2 Plus, and then I think it'll actually need to be fixed if you're trying to go past like GM.
Yeah, that's what I said. High GM. Right before Challenger.
Because like case in point, the person I'll use, even though it's like jungle's the role where this is probably the least relevant, right? Because like counterpick matters the least. But like case in point is like Ishan, in that I think he only runs into problems playing Evelynn every game once he actually gets to like his true peak rank, which is the edge of GM, right?
Yep. Yeah, I generally agree.
Surely if you're Kha'Zix into a damage reduction champ, you start with Q instead of auto, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Damage reduction champ. No.
But yeah, that makes sense. Though I do think you'll start seeing like negative outcomes from it. Like you said, like scaling. I think you'll see almost no downsides below Emerald, and then
Yeah, I agree.
and then like the higher and higher you go, the more you'll see. It only will become a active problem by then. But I think you'll be making concessions in how you play the game basically once you hit Diamond. In Emerald, you'll start seeing it every now and then, but Diamond is where I think you'll be like, I don't know, maybe you'll have to like explore into understanding when you need to go weird builds on Malphite, or you know what I mean, like shit like that. Like but then that stuff won't work once you pass a certain point in Masters, I think.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think if there was somebody who was like just, I don't know, let's take like Mason, for example, like he just like spammed a Mumu, right? And then he went to support, just spammed Sona, right? Like it's not like he wants to be an OTP, it's just he wants to get better at the game.
Yeah.
And that's the easiest way to do it. I think for someone like that, like if they got to like Emerald 2 and they're like, oh man, I'm starting to notice that my like Sona is not good into engagers. Like I kind of feel like I need to pick up like a Braum or something. I think at that point, like it's not like necessarily detrimental to do that.
Yeah, though I'll say I think a lot of people say it around that rank, and like their champ isn't one of the like extremes, and they're acting like they need it where they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's also hard because, like, I feel like if I were to go back and just, like, play nothing but Poppy, I would get to Diamond. But also, like, if I were to go back and continue playing Poppy, I would just have been Emerald 2 for another, like, 6 months. But I don't know.
Yeah. I see the... I think it's a little role specific too. I think...
Oh, yeah. Like, jungle, like, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, and champ specific too. Like, I think, like, for example, if you're an Orianna player or something, I think you could just play that champ forever.
Yeah, and that's why I asked about like champions that are like not good blind picks or not strong in the meta, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously, if you play Orianna, you just play Orianna to GM.
And I think even then too, to what you're saying there, I think it would take like a champ that's actually like not blind pick rather than not meta, because like I don't know, like I'm trying to think of like an exact not meta champ, but like there's a lot of random blind pick stuff that are pickable that aren't like meta but are probably fine.
Yeah.
Like Anivia.
Yeah. Like Anivia is a good example, or like
I guess Anivia's played in pro right now, but usually Anivia.
Yeah, or like Mundo before he picked up like his meta share in pro play was a weird top lane champ, but like he's probably someone you could play forever just because he's like mostly blind pickable. He has bad matchups, but yeah.
Olaf.
That might be the best example actually.
Yeah. I'm usually of mind that like most people should just learn like every role. I don't actually know it for the other roles very well, but every role usually has a champ that is like just the fucking
the
like
Renekton.
yeah, like I don't even mean the Renekton doesn't do exactly what I want. I mostly mean like rice, chicken breast, and broccoli. Like just the like most boring but sustainable. Like I always like below.
Shut up.
Like Nocturne and
Imagine
Amumu
spam
are
pinging me after selling out your box side.
Nocturne and Amumu are the two that I always like come back to in the jungle. Like Amumu less so because he gets worse as you climb sometimes, but depending.
And then bot lane, it's gonna be Sononami.
Yeah, right.
And like ADC would be fucking Jinx, Kaisa.
Yeah, right. And I'm just like, so I'm of the opinion that like if you're a one trick, the best thing you can do is pick one of those kinds of champs that like that I'm talking about, just because like if you have them in your back pocket, even if you decide to play something else, and like even if like 6 months from now you dodge twice, you can't dodge again, and then all your champs are picked, just lock in the Jinx game, but like get your 10 games on Jinx so that you know you're not gonna like int on it in the future.
Yeah.
So I have that opinion about like the one tricks who actively like have never put a game on the easier champs in the role kind of bug me, because I think they're like really putting themselves in a weird spot.
The guy who starts out bronze as Bard and hits Diamond, it's like you don't know how to play the game. Like you know how to play Bard.
Like I think the one that I see the most often in jungle is there are so many Kayn players who are like 2,000 LP worse when they're not playing Kayn. So like, what do you mean that I'm not allowed to just like fish for poke as a jungler?
All right, Brand.
Yeah, right. And that's an interesting question though, because I think that is something that like isn't talked about when, you know, people type in like choosing a champion as a channel, and like nobody talks about like the context of what this champ will mean and do for your journey.
Yeah, I wish that was talked about more. It's just like here's a number of games that'll take you to like get competent, and like here's like Chippy's did a really good video where he just said like these how it was like a how to find your main video, and he was like, here, I don't know, like for example, Garen, you could his difficulty is 1.5 stars out of 5. You could pick him up anywhere from Iron to Masters, but if you're above Masters, he's not bad. Just don't add him to your pool above Masters. And,
Yeah.
going on and on. Like Mbessa, you probably shouldn't play her Masters Plus, but she's a great addition to your pool Masters Plus. Zach, like you could play him anywhere from Bronze to Challenger, Darius, Bronze to Challenger, like stuff like that, right? Like if we had that for all of the other champions, then it would make choosing champions so much easier because it's just like, hey, I'm a gold player. I want to play
Or
Pike.
just
Here's the
Yeah.
reasons that you shouldn't play Pike. Not that you can't. It's just like if you do it, expect this.
Yeah, because there was a bit of a conversation there at one point. Yo, what's up?
I'm so. How did the Zoe just hex tech alternator at me?
She picked it up off her passive.
like
She can do that?
Wait, no, she
Yeah.
can't. What?
Wait,
Alternate.
do you mean
It's not an
wait, you
active
mean
item.
do you mean
mean
proto
gunblade?
belt?
Yeah, she proto built it at me. That's
Yeah,
what I
she-
mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
she,
she could get.
she
for
picks
sure.
up random active
Oh,
items
okay.
off minions.
If you
Alternator
proto built
is the
it,
1100 gold passive item that does. extra
Sorry, that's what I
damage.
meant.
No, you're good. You're good.
But
That would be
that's
an
a part of
insane
it.
pull.
That's a part of proto belt.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you proto built at her, she can immediately pick it up off the ground and the proto belt back at you.
That is true.
So maybe I build proto belt this game. Should I or shouldn't I?
Just build normal.
It's definitely
Yeah,
fine.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you proto belt at Zoe, she should die before she gets to pick it up. Realistically, if you're Diana.
To your point, Pabu had this conversation where he had this list of, I think it was Mundo, Nocturne, Amumu, and Volibear, and he was just like, if that could be like everyone's intro to jungle champs, and then find their one trick, but always have like one or two of those champs still around, it would be so good for them. But everyone's just like, I don't know. Someone will be like, why isn't there? Like, why does the Graves guide say I shouldn't play Graves below Masters? It's like, fuck, I don't wanna.
Yeah, because like I think that's what I'm gonna do is like I just eventually hit Masters on Nami, and then it's like, all right, I have unlocked the bonus content of the game. I'm allowed to like play Rakan now or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I'll always have the Nami to fall back on.
Who on my team deals with Scion? Why didn't I dodge?
Kha'Zix.
Master E isn't even the problem. Maybe
Kha'Zix should.
Kha'Zix.
Like you could,
Hopefully this is a Serpent's. Because I don't want to build
You-
it this game.
you should get like Serpent's Fang Black Cleaver and then just fucking stat check everyone, right? Like
No, because then he probably just gets face fucked by Master E.
I guess he doesn't. Yeah. I mean, he could still do it with just like the blue item. Flash Whisper.
why do I have alternator? Oh god.
No, but yeah, it's a real balancing act though, Aaron, because like I feel like the academies at different times have tried to be less or more strict about like what champs you're allowed to play, and every time they get more strict about it, they just like lose members like crazy.
Yeah, it's because people don't actually want to learn the game.
Yeah.
They want to like have fun and also be good at the game. And
Is what's the rule on how many games you need to play on a champ in MLA to get it reviewed?
50.
20.
Is that
How
Curtis
quick they
has
get reviewed.
20.
I see.
is
Okay.
that review is that policy enforced?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
Necklace and Curtis do. Otherwise, others I don't know. So
Yeah. No one in Jungle that rule was made in Jungle Academy, but
I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen
if
it
you-
followed.
Like if I just bring in fucking, I don't know, a Vel'Koz mid game tomorrow, they'll review it. They won't like to check.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
But that's what I mean by it's another example of the kind of thing people like generally don't want to do. I will say it was really nice in the original below like golden below program when those people like were forced to play like the champ on the list that shit worked. I think that program was, I think, the most amount of LP I've ever seen gained by like a group of people. Like across like 20 people, we saw like, I don't 10 million LP. You know what I mean? Like I don't know the number. I'm not, but there was just every person who showed up.
500,000 LP per person. Holy moly!
Like every person who showed up and did the reviews and were like playing the champ and the guides and following the guides, because like, and all of the champs had like the most like brain dead easy guide of just like, that's where Nathan's idea of like giving each champ a like title of like the electric fence or that kind of stuff, and just like everyone following those ideas, I swear each of them at least gained like 1 or 2 full ranks. They joined in bronze and they were gold.
Yeah, I mean, I joined in silver and I hit plat on Zach. Like,
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe I should learn Lilia and Brand, and then I didn't climb anymore.
But the biggest problem I ran with, not only like this happened with you, you're actually like the poster child of it. But that exact thing happened with far too many people, where like they would promote out of the program and into regular Saltu, and then they'd be like, now I'm allowed to learn a new champion. Wait, what do you mean I'm back in the old program?
I hit plat on Oriana, let's pick up Zed.
that unironically is what like it felt like everyone would do. It's like, I'm plat now, it's time to pick Graves, and it's like, wait, no.
I also feel like there needs to be like a scale where like whenever you pick up a champion, it's like, hey, if you were going to play 100 games of Sona in gold before you hit platinum, or let's say 200 games of Sona in gold before you hit platinum, this champion will take you like 5 times as many games. Yeah. So if you're if you look in your past and you went from like bronze to silver in 50 games and you pick up Pike, it's going to be 500 to go from silver to gold.
The funniest one to me is that there are some champs that are hard to like quantify in terms of their difficulty, because like they're easy at low ranks and then hard at high ranks, or you know what I mean, or vice versa. There are some jungle champs who like are harder at lower ranks but easier the higher you go as well. But I
mean, like Yasuo, like you can just right click on somebody and stat check them, but then you hit like Emerald and you're like, wait.
The biggest one,
way higher than Emerald.
Sure.
The biggest one is that always gets talked about is that like Briar is legitimately a cheat code for rank to go from bronze to I forget the rank, like somewhere around Emerald. It is like that champ is actually just a cheat code for that rank. But then the moment you hit diamond, you have to now your W is no longer W at people. You have to always W sideways, and people are just like. It changes the champion, because like everyone's used to just pressing Briar W at the target they're going for. And it's like, no, if you do that in Diamond Plus, you get hit by every Lux Bind known to man.
Yeah. Or every single Nami Q.
Yeah, right. Because like if Briar presses her W and it's just running at someone,
yeah, it's so free. Like champion's cheeks.
Right, but if the champ doesn't press any buttons and is walking at you menacingly, you throw the bubble, and then Briar W sideways, you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Right, like, but people struggle to grasp that, because they're like, I thought you said Briar was easy, and it's like, kind of.
Yeah, taking a candy from a baby is easy, but not from a
baby. This game was lost before.
Yeah, right. Like I imagine if I gave you a sword, you'd be able to fight like untrained people with no weapons quite easily. Yeah. But the sword would no longer be good once you're facing swordsmen.
Yeah. I don't really know what would have prevented me from playing like Rakan or Lilia or whoever.
I think I know what would have, but it's probably something you could only ever get from like if you were to have joined like the equivalency of the programs that we were in, but individual. Like if you had been a personal student of Nathan's or kind of thing, because then they'd have the time to like one-on-one explain to you what this will do to your journey. But there's no realistic way to get that, because like that would require you to basically have like daily meetings to have like conversations with the coach. And it's like, you know, even if you were paying an individual coaches don't usually give you like that kind of one-on-one time. It's more just like they do the one-on-one time for your coaching, but not the like conversations between games.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's why I kind of feel like there should be like a disclaimer at the beginning of each guide, or like a cheat sheet for each champion of like how long it would take to learn. Because like I don't know. I like whenever I started playing Lily, I'm like, oh yeah, this champion is gonna be hard. But like it's not like, I don't know, if someone was like, hey, yeah, you're gonna play like 2,000 games in gold, I probably wouldn't play Lilia. Like, hey, all of the clients who've done this have taken like 1,000 or 2,000 games to get out of gold. You're not special, so you're gonna take the same amount of time. Like then then it would be an easy choice. It's like I just keep Jim and
I
Zach,
do
right?
think there's one extra point to this, that this is like going against the coaches a little bit. But I think very few of the, like, they've done a good job learning the perspective of people, but they've also, like, that particular thing that you're talking about, I think if you were to ask the coaches, like, how many extra games would insert hard champion take,
Yeah.
I think they'd just be incorrect. I think their numbers on it would just be,
They would just tell you the most optimistic value, right?
yeah.
One guy did it in 20 games.
Because like to your point, because like an easy one to talk about is like the difference between like Zed or Oriana, right? How many games to go gold to plat? I have a feeling that like you'd want it to be, you know, whatever the like normal, like 100 games for Ori, you'd want it to be 1,000 for Zed, right? Like 100 to 1,000 kind of thing. But like their thing would probably be 200 versus 300 or something. Like their example of it would say it's harder, but I don't, because like the opinion I've got from a lot of the coaches is they do agree that certain champs are harder or not harder, etc. But the scale of it is different from what I've heard. Like I don't think, like there's a lot of stuff where they don't think it's going to be as disastrous if the like gold player plays the difficult champ.
I think instead of saying you're not special, they should say, from what I've seen, you're actually worse. Maybe it'll be 4,000 games.
Though I will say Nathan has said some spicy shit. There was something where someone in the staff chat was like, this guy's just like asking to play all these hard champions, and Nathan's just like, just tell him to. It's like when it fails,
Yeah,
just
say good luck.
just remind him. Like Nathan basically was like, yeah, just say good luck, and then when it fails, like copy and paste the same message again that you initially told him.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I feel like this is like a 90% of an unteachable lesson. Or 90% of it is just unteachable lessons where you can't like actually explain to somebody why it's a bad idea, or like a suboptimal idea. Like, obviously you can, but like I feel like people don't understand how much of an impact it actually has on your climb.
yeah, like when I first joined Sol 2, like way back, I was a Lee Sin player, right? And I actually was still climbing on Lee Sin by like when I started, but it was kind of going a little slow. And I remember there distinctly being a review where the comment was basically like, oh, this is just like the contract you sign up for with Lee Sin. Like sometimes you'll miss something and you won't win, and the fight will go poorly, even though like your fundamentals were fine here. This is like not even that bad of a miss, like Q or whatever, but it just like it was something like that. And then I just remember being like, wait, so like I'm just like, because I chose this champion, I'm basically saying like somebody's pissed in my Cheerios, you know what I mean? Like and I was so, and then that's when I just like played Olaf nonstop and hit diamond for the first time, because that's back when Nathan had the Olaf guide. So I just picked the most like recent guide champion and played it.
Yeah.
And
It's funny.
and if that was like, but that lesson has stuck with me since then, because I'm just like look at the champions I've picked since then. It's like Udyr and Nocturne, Like Nocturne is that same idea, like really principled, and then Udyr is like kind of a weird champion, but nothing in his kit is like everything in his kit is like, do you know how the champion works? If not, then you're fucked. But like there's no like difficulty sitting there if you know what the champ does.
Right.
Hey, if I build Death's Dance as Master Yi's true damage, still just immediately apply all of it.
I do not know.
I don't know.
Like, does it give
I
him
will look
bonus
it up.
damage basically? Because that's how it would have to work if that's how true damage
What
works.
is Mastery? He has true damage on his E, right?
Yeah, those auto attacks apply a bonus.
No, it does not. Reduces 30% of post mitigation physical and magic damage received.
Okay, I see. Okay, but it also doesn't give him bonus damage. Okay, that's kind of fine, maybe.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think that lesson is like really hard to learn unless you're like, I don't think there's a way for the coaches to like baby step you to that conversation that easily.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I don't think I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this game was winnable, but like, it's just when you have a 2 and 29 on top lane, you really just okay, fine, whatever. I entered twice in team fights, but like, it's just I don't know. This game is so hard.
Yeah, I have no idea if there's actually anything I could have told myself a year ago.
To be fair, like I did this and it like didn't really help me that much though. Like Paul, for example, I said I want to play Jace, and Aledo said you have to hit plat before you can play Jace. So then I played Oriana and whatever, like Victor and Hoei or whatever. I hit plat and then I picked up Jace and then I lost 400 LP right afterwards because like Jace is not the same champion as those champions. It is much harder.
Though I think
And
that's
like,
what I think that's what I was trying to say before coming true, and that I think that's just I think telling you weren't allowed to play Jason until plat was the underestimation of what I was saying. You know, before I was saying that like 100 to 1,000 games